Hi, Paul here. Welcome back to my video channel. If you're new, welcome. I've got a pretty interesting one here for you, I think. I fly from Laconia, New Hampshire to Bedford, Massachusetts, which I've done before. This time I'm going to stick a little bit more inside the cockpit. We're starting out here with a hot start. This is where the engine's already been warmed up. I'm just going to let the video run through so you can see it. I'm not going to do any description of it, but you can check it out and see what's going on. From there we do a takeoff, then there'll be some checking in with ATC, and then we get to Bedford and we get a little bit of a curveball thrown at us. The controller wants me to keep my speed up and fly directly to the numbers. I talk a little bit more about this when I get to that point in the video. So sit back and I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.
Laconia traffic, Cirrus departing runway 26 Laconia will be departing to the south. Looks good, that windsock's moving around a little bit. The runway, make sure everything's set, which it is. Let's get some pitot heat on now. Okay, we got full power in. Everything's in the green, SP's alive. Rotate. Airplane gently lifts off, very nice. Birds flying around. Clear obstacles, flaps come out. Boston approach, Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee, just departed Laconia, 3,200, 4,500, like flight following to Bedford.
At 341 Echo Yankee, Boston approach, Fox 5163.
5163. Power set, flaps are up. Extra set, engine parameters, everything's in the green. Fuel pump is set to boost.
At 341 Echo Yankee, radar contact 4 miles southwest of Laconia Airport, Boston altimeter 29902, state your altitude.
29902, just leveling out at 4,500, 1 Echo Yankee, position checks.
Thank you. H51 Boston approach, the Boston altimeter 29902.
Okay, we're pulling the power back. We left the power at full power for a little while we accelerated. People call that getting up on the step. I don't know if that's true or not, but it doesn't really hurt anything. Fuel boost is off. Now we're going to lean the engine. And I just go by the fuel flow indicator over here. It's going to be a short flight. Bring that right to the bottom of that green there.
At 7F Hotel, contact approach 124.4. Let them know you direct tuning.
I'm going to focus the camera on the landings. I'm going to turn you outside right here. Focus on the landing. This time when we get close to Bedford, hopefully I'll remember. A little bumpy, might be shaking around, oh yeah. Might be shaking around a little bit, but that's life when you're flying. We have a 21 knot wind coming from 267 degrees. It's all churned up coming over those mountains. Okay, now we start thinking about the landing. We're 19 minutes away. I would have drive this into Bedford, it would probably take almost 2 hours.
Tower information, Mike, time 1751 Zulu, wind 22014, gust 21, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000, temperature 8, dew point -4, altimeter 291, visual runway 23 approach in use. Hazardous weather information for new and entering close waters available on flight service frequencies. Notices airman, crane 3 nautical miles south by southeast, 190 feet AGL, flagged and lighted, rotating beacon out of service, taxiways Alpha, Bravo.
Okay, so we have Mike, landing runway 23. I'm going to set that up, my flight plan. Set up for visual approach.
9 November Delta, roger, contact National Tower, have a good day.
Basically going to be a right base entry. 2-3.
5A Bravo, affirmative, altitude is your discretion through the Charlie.
A lot of people out flying today. Beautiful day for it. There's some crud out there off the right wing, but it's not too bad. So we have our avionics here. This is our airspeed, indicated airspeed, 160 knots. Our true airspeed, adjusted for altitude and temperature and all that good stuff, is 171 knots, 172. Ground speed is 171 knots. It's our artificial horizon. You can see it moving around. We're getting bounced around here. We call this light turbulence.
November 5A Bravo, traffic 12 o'clock in a mile southeastbound, Twin Cessna 6,500.
6,500 is probably a smoother altitude. Okay, I'm going to put an offset in here. Offset by 4 miles. Yeah, I just told the avionics I want to...
And if you plan to go around, altitude is your discretion.
I want to arrive at Bedford at about 4 miles before Bedford at pattern altitude. We'll see, we have the Manchester Airport is straight ahead on the right there. Just change the fuel tank a little bit ahead of time, but we're getting quite a difference there. I usually do it on the timer, but I like to get it close to tabs for the landing. You can see here our crab. That's actually where we're going, and that's the direction the
246 Tango, go ahead.
airplane is pointed in. That's because we have a crosswind, a 30-knot crosswind now coming from the right.
Okay, what am I talking about here? This green circle with the line sticking out of it, that's called the flight path marker. That's the actual direction that we're flying in. The tip of the airplane indicator points our actual direction. This points to where you'd see if you looked down the center line of the airplane. This circle here with all the numbers and lines on it is called the horizontal situation indicator. The magenta diamond corresponds with the green flight path marker up above. If you look at where it's located on the compass rose, it's actually about 1.5 lines over from the south marking. Each one of those little lines is 5 degrees, so our track is 187 degrees. This blue rectangle with a notch in it is our heading indicator. It's actually our heading bug. This is the actual direction the nose of the airplane is pointed in. You can tell by the indicator that it's set to 197 degrees. So the direction that the airplane is pointed in is actually 10 degrees to the right of the direction that the airplane is going. This is called crabbing into the wind, which is done to compensate for the crosswind, which is pictured here. Crabbing allows us to fly from point A to point B in a straight line without being blown off course by the wind.
Set my altimeter, my bug. See a change in there to 1,200 feet. This is the VNAV version, which I programmed in earlier.
Track.
Telling us we're 1 minute away. Cirrus 138, Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee would like to begin a VFR descent.
Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee approved as requested.
1 Echo Yankee.
November 246 Tango, contact approach 124.4. Good day.
I said the other airplane, this is one of the things about flying different airplanes. Sometimes you get into automatic mode and you say the wrong number. That would have confused him. Oh, we're on our way down. Pull the power back so we don't get going too fast, especially with these bumps, likely to get worse.
Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee, contact approach 124.4. Good day.
124.4, good day, 1 Echo Yankee. Approach Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee is 4,300 descending.
Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee, Boston approach, expect runway 23.
231 Echo Yankee and I have a bank. Okay, 2991. Gravity thrust is required, landing light is on. Fuel system is configured, mixture is required. Brake pressure check, that's good. Anscombe doesn't look busy right now, but it will be. Now we're following the vertical path down. Slowly bring out some more power. You can see the airport in sight, it's that white patch there.
And Boston approach, helicopter 39 Echo Whiskey is checking in at 2,000.
Airport in sight, Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee.
1 Echo Yankee, contact Bedford Tower 118.5.
18.5, good day, thank you. Anscombe Tower, Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee is 14 to the north, land Mike.
November 341 Echo Yankee, Handsome Tower, continue inbound and report on the right base for runway 23.
Okay, continue and report right base 23, 1 Echo Yankee. Okay, seatbelt shoulder harness are fastened. Fuel pump is set to boost. Mixture is required. Flaps is required. Autopilot is required. That's it, we're done with the checklists.
1 Echo Yankee, about 10 miles west of your position is a Pilatus setting up for the RNAV approach to runway 23. If you would keep your speed up as much as feasible and fly directly to the numbers, I'll make you number 1. Runway 23, clear to land.
23 clear to land, we'll go 1 Echo Yankee.
Change of plan here. So I was originally instructed to report a right base entry for runway 23. And the base is part of a standard traffic pattern. It's the leg just before you turn final. This is a controlled airfield, meaning that it has an air traffic controller directing the traffic inside of his area for the airport. He basically is the traffic cop. He keeps planes from converging on the airfield at the same time and provides some order into how airplanes approach the airport. In this case, he told me about a Pilatus, which is a plane faster than mine. It was about 10 miles out, and he was setting up for an RNAV approach to the same runway that I was flying to. He was behind me, but again, he flies faster than I do. So what he decided to do was let me know and give me the option of flying directly to the runway, which canceled my right base entry, and to keep my speed up, to keep the separation between myself and the faster airplane behind me. Now notice I said the word option there. He actually gave me a clearance to land, but any clearance you get is optional. As a pilot, you have the ultimate responsibility and obligation for the safety of your flight. You are the pilot in command. So if I were to get a clearance that I wasn't comfortable with, I have the option of saying unable. Now, what could make me uncomfortable with this clearance? Well, typically when you enter a pattern, you try to be at a certain airspeed. For this particular airplane, for this entry, he was having me cut off part of a standard pattern where I was just going to enter in the right base. When I'm on the base leg of a standard pattern in this airplane, I want to be at 100 knots or less. Presently, I'm coming in, I believe I was at about 150 knots, and I was in the process of slowing the airplane down. These airplanes typically don't slow down on a whim. There really aren't any brakes, but there's certain things we can do. In this particular model, it's a later model Cirrus SR-22. It has a flap deployment speed of 150 knots, meaning I can put the first notch of flaps in at 150 knots. And that's kind of like throwing on the brakes. If you pull the power back, the airplane will slow quickly down to 120, 110 knots. So that's an option, and that's why I felt comfortable doing this. I could keep my speed up just to the point right before the runway, and then I could slow the airplane down relatively quickly. You still need to be comfortable doing this. You don't want to get caught doing it too late. You'll have to go around, you'll overshoot the runway. A lot of different things can happen. But if you're comfortable doing it, it's fine. So I could talk another 10 minutes about this, but I won't. I'm going to put the video back on. You can watch this non-standard approach into Bedford, Massachusetts, and I hope you enjoy.
November 6 Papa Yankee, frequency change is approved. Have a good flight. There is a Cirrus inbound from the north. Continue northwestbound for now, please.
Okay, we'll be looking for the Cirrus, and you said keep it northwestbound for now?
November 6 Papa Yankee, affirmative. And remain this frequency for now, please.
We'll remain this frequency for now, so 6 Papa Yankee.
Okay, this is one of those cases they've asked me to fly fast. I'd normally be slowed down by now. You do what you can to help out.
November 6 Papa Yankee, you can proceed on course now. Traffic no factor. Frequency change is approved. Have a good flight.
On course, frequency change. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Not to flaps in with the low flap
Yes, Tower
speed.
Flight 607 Alpha Hotel, established inbound RNAV 232 miles from Yulee.
Number 607 Alpha Hotel, Handsome Tower, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear land 23, we're back to retrix after. Thanks. 7 Alpha.
Roger.
$500.
Tower, Medevac 805 Alpha Hotel is ready for departure 23.
Medevac 805 Alpha Hotel, Handsome Tower, roger. Hold short, waiting release from Boston.
Hold short, Medevac 805 Alpha Hotel.
November 1 Echo Yankee, safe parking.
West ramp 1 Echo Yankee.
1 Echo Yankee, turn left at Echo and contact ground point 7.
Okay, left at Echo, over to ground, 1 Echo Yankee.
And that's it for this flight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please consider leaving me a like below the video. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing. It helps grow the channel. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Hanscom ground, Cirrus 341 Echo Yankee, clear to 3 at Echo, taxi west ramp.
341 Echo Yankee, Hanscom ground, taxi to west ramp via Tango Sierra.
Tango Sierra west ramp, 1 Echo Yankee. It's one of the things about flying into a busy delta. Things don't always happen per a standard pattern. Yeah, kind of be ready for it.
10 Golf Victor and signature, ready to taxi with Mike.
Phenom 310 Golf Victor, Hanscom ground, runway 29er, taxi via Juliet Echo Golf, cross runway 29er.
Okay, taxiing to 29, Juliet Echo Golf, cross 29, 0 Golf.
There's 0 Golf Victor, I'm sorry, it's runway 23, taxi via Juliet Echo Golf, cross runway 29er.